Hey y'all, welcome back to my modern homestead. If you don't already know, my name is Janet, and y'all, we're on the home stretch. Today will be the last video that I'll make that you'll see before Thanksgiving. Here it's actually Tuesday, but this one's coming out Wednesday so that I can give you as much of the information I can to get you ready for Thanksgiving. That is, if you're cooking. If you're not cooking, I guess my last video is the one you need to watch. But anyway, today we're going to finish up the preps that we can. We're going to make the potato salad, get it all put together. We're going to cook the sweet potatoes and put those in the refrigerator when they're cool so that we can do our sweet potato souffle tomorrow. And I'm going to make the herb butter. Let's go ahead, and if we have time, I'm going to show you one more thing that makes Thursday, the actual day of cooking, so much easier. Okay, just like yesterday, we peeled the russet potatoes. I have sweet potatoes today, and this is 2 1/4 pounds of sweet potatoes. You can go ahead, baby. We're going to use these for our sweet potato souffle, and that dish is so much easier to work with if you go ahead and do your sweet potatoes the day before and just have them ready the next morning. And as you can see over here, I've got my handy dandy Thanksgiving guide. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. It keeps you on track. You don't forget anything. So anyway, let me get these chopped up and in the water, and we're gonna get them cooked. And I always start with cold water when I'm boiling potatoes. When I cook these potatoes, I slice them in medallions like this, kind of thin, because you're just going to blend them up. So you can cut them thin so that they cook faster. A little less time in the kitchen, huh? That's always a good thing. I won't say always. I guess if you absolutely love cooking, you don't mind that extra time. Just take out any bad spots you see. There you go. Okay, potatoes are peeled. Let's get them on the stove, and we'll just cook them until they're soft. Okay, let's get our potato salad finished up. I'm going to dice up just a little bit of onion. I might not even need this whole thing, probably just half. But anyway, what onion we have left, we will put back in the refrigerator. And when I slice the onion or dice the onion, I do fine dices for my potato salad. It doesn't take a lot of onion, just a little. That's probably all we need. About 2 tablespoons. Because we just did a really small batch. Alright, then I dice my egg and put it in. And Lissa's washing up some stuff for me. But a lot of people say they have a hard time peeling fresh eggs. Y'all, believe it or not, I have an easier time peeling fresh eggs than store-bought. I cooked them just like I showed you yesterday. And I'm guessing the cold water bath has something to do with it. See how nice that comes out? And it's almost like that every time. And another nice clean egg. And to do these, I've shown you before, I just do them right in my hand. Yes, I got them 2 done. I lost track of time when I was cooking one batch of them. That's all right. They'll be in the salad. You'll never see it. Doesn't look as pretty, but it tastes the same. Look how yellow that yolk is. It's almost the same color as the mayonnaise lid. Alright, let's add in a little salt. Go lightly to begin with. You can add more, but you can't take it out. And I always end up adding too much pepper. There we go. A little dill relish. This is the palest dill relish. And you don't have to put it in your salad, but I just love it. I actually prefer my own homemade relish, but I don't remember why we had this jar. I was trying to use it up. It doesn't have the peppers in it like mine. And we'll add as much mayonnaise as you like. Let's say start with about a half a cup. Nah, about a quarter of a cup, and then add more if you need it. Mix it up. Use the wrong spoon. Oops. And y'all, this is a recipe that's better if you make it a day ahead anyway. So if you want potato salad, go ahead and get that made up early. Just mix it all up till it looks good to you. While I'm doing this, almost forgot to tell you that potato salad is best mixed up while the potatoes are warm. But hey, if you're stressed or in a pinch for time, you do what you gotta do. The warm potatoes tend to absorb some of the liquids and it holds on to the mayonnaise better, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Here we go. That little bit of mayonnaise was just enough. All right, excuse me. We're going to use the same plastic wrap, put over it, and it's ready for Thanksgiving, y'all. One dish completely done. Yay! Okay, y'all, I got the potato salad put up. The sweet potatoes still are not boiling. So, I showed you yesterday how to do your brine for your turkey. Well, today is actually Tuesday, so I need to do my brine. I'm not going to bore y'all with that because this is the wrong day for it. And y'all, I saw people on Facebook and Instagram telling people to take their turkeys out today, Wednesday. What? I am panicking for them, y'all. I took my turkey out on Thursday. Excuse me, not Thursday. Friday of last week. Was it Friday or Saturday? One or the other. And it still got frozen ice crystals in it. Ooh. What do y'all do if you don't take your turkey out until the... Well, today's not Wednesday. Well, for y'all watching, it's Wednesday. So Tuesday. They were telling them to take it out on Tuesday, yesterday. I don't understand. Y'all, please don't wait that long to take your turkey out, because you should thaw it in the refrigerator. And it just needs more time than that. Unless you've got a little turkey or turkey breast. I would say Monday at the latest if you're doing a little one. Anyway, let me get this brine together and we'll do the rest. Okay, now I've got the sugar and salt dissolved for my brine. I'm going to drop in, that leaf didn't look good, did it? Missed it. About that much. It's about 4 sprigs of sage. Then this is my own rosemary that I just went out and pulled off of the stems. And let's put in about 5 sprigs or so. I'm a fan of thyme. I don't know how much that was. I guess about 6, 7 sprigs of thyme. Then, whoa, orange peel. There we go. Now I have my turkey here, but I am not going to open it on this counter. It will make the biggest mess. What I will do is take it over to the sink, open up the package and let it drain, and then put it down in the brine with the breast down. And then I'll cover the rest of the turkey up with cool water. Isn't that just the prettiest? I had to stop for just a second on the turkey because the sweet potatoes are done. We're just going to leave these out on the counter until they're cool and do just like we did with the potatoes yesterday and wrap them up and pop them back in the fridge. I forgot they did this for packages on the turkeys. Look at there. Can y'all read that? Shows you how to open it without a knife. How nice of them. Now let me show you why I take this out so early. Ice. And the inside of it is still frozen. It will unthaw. This happens every year, so that doesn't worry me. I'm not worried about it in the least little bit. It will unthaw. This is the best brine, y'all. I have friends I've given the recipe to. They use it. They love it. So if you ever get the chance, I encourage you to try it if you're a foodie and love cooking. Anyway, I'm going to cover this up the rest of the way with water. Well, not rest of the way, but as much water as I can get in there. And if you missed it, make sure your brine and your turkey are as close to the same temperature as you can get. Don't put a really cold turkey down into a hot brine. And like I said, see how it's not covered all the way? That's okay. Most of this is back meat that you're not going to eat anyway. The important part is the breast. You want to make sure it's covered. Okay, all I have left to do is my herb butter. And we're going to add ground pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, turmeric, ground sage, basil leaves, dried basil leaves, and dried thyme leaves. And I will leave the recipe down in the link below. And I almost forgot, we need 1/8 teaspoon of celery salt. And y'all, while I'm doing this, I've done this with 2 sticks of butter and 1.5 sticks of butter. I'm doing a small turkey this year. Regardless of whether I use 1.5 sticks or 2, I use the same amount of herbs. I know, crazy, right? And all you do is just mash it up together. Make sure all the herbs are incorporated into the butter. Y'all, it does not hurt for you to leave your butter out overnight, 2 nights. Goodness, I usually leave mine out at least a week. It does not hurt it. Well, I say a week. I don't know if it ever lasts a week. But definitely a couple days ahead of time before Thanksgiving. It's not going to hurt a thing. But if it makes you feel any better, I did not take this butter out until this morning. It was actually frozen. Yay, Alyssa had to get in on the action. And in less than 5 minutes, you have a beautiful herb butter. Now, guys, this is to rub on the turkey. I don't know that I would rub it on your rolls. It's kind of strong. Let's put a lid on it. We'll set it to the side. And I promise y'all, it'll be just fine. Okay, now this one thing I wanted to show you, but I'm not ready to do my dressing. Like I said, today is actually Tuesday, even though you're going to see it Wednesday. This is the information I need to give to you for Wednesday. I actually need to mix up my dressing today, on Wednesday. So I'm not doing that with you today. But since you need to mix it up today, if you want to get it done ahead of time, I'm not going to show you, but I do have it on a video already. You can check up here in the cards. And the only thing I'm doing different this year is I'm using a whole big onion and more celery, which you saw me do that earlier. But there's one more thing I want to show you. This is what I like to do the night before Thanksgiving. This is not a thorough example by any means. It's just a couple little things I had right on hand and could pick up. I like to go ahead and sit the dishes out that I'm going to need to mix up and make the next morning. I like to go ahead and put the dry ingredients in the pans that I will need. Here I will put my souffle, sweet potato souffle ingredients in here. This pan is for my lima beans. I actually have the butter in there already. Collards and my macaroni and cheese. So when it's actually my Wednesday, I will go ahead and fill the dishes with any other ingredients that I need. So that's one little tip to make your life so much easier on Thanksgiving. You don't have to walk all over the kitchen back and forth. What did I forget? Go ahead and put everything you need out, and you can work your way through each dish at a time. There we go, you guys. My goodness, this has been the most confusing series for me personally. I've constantly been having to figure out what day it is and trying to think one day ahead, but say one day behind. It's just nutty. But y'all, we have this for the rest of however long YouTube keeps my videos up. I have a guide for me and for you to look back on to keep us on track. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Now, I will show you what I can of our Thanksgiving, but until we meet again, you guys, I have loved having you here. I appreciate it, and I pray that you are blessed. I love you guys.